How you boys and girls? It's sad to get the Kleenex out. Give the eyes a wee damp because Bethel Hall Sunday School's finished for the summer. No more Sunday School. But don't panic. We have got something even more special for you to do over the summer. As you know, Sunday School normally finishes at the end of May, but we thought, look, the last 14 months, everything has been online, and we're still not really fully back to normal. Hopefully by the time you're watching this video, things will have changed again and we'll be able to do even more. But we're going to do something special with Bethel Hall this summer, okay, and all of you who tune in every week. Do you remember this? Do you remember? We did this over Easter and we had our big treasure hunt. Well, here's what's going to happen this summer. We're going to have the Bethel Hall online summer quest. The what? I hear you all ask. A summer quest? What on earth is a summer quest? Well, the word quest just means a long search for something. Okay? And because we're going to do it on the summer, we've called it the summer quest. Makes sense, doesn't it? Well, that's what's going to happen, and today I'm going to explain to you exactly what that's going to be like and what that's going to entail every week. Now, I don't want you to panic, because it's not going to be a big long Sunday school lesson like you've been used to up to the end of May. These are just going to be something short and quick that you can watch on a Sunday or any day during the week, whenever suits you over the summer. There'll be one every week, and you're going to be following a map again. Now, not a map like this that we had last time. You'll not be going out around Donegal or anywhere else on this occasion. You just tune in, and the story each week is going to be a map. And our story is based on an old book. It was written hundreds of years ago, back in the 1600s, by a man called John Bunyan, and it's called The Pilgrim's Progress. So let me tell you just a little bit about that book, and then you might understand why it's going to help us with our summer quest. John Bunyan lived hundreds of years ago in the 1600s. He lived in Bedfordshire in England, and he was the son of a tinker. That just means someone who went around the countryside mending people's pots and pans. John was a bit of a rascal as a boy, as many of us boys are, and some of you girls. As a young man, John joined the army and fought in the English Civil War. After leaving the army, he got married, and a few years later he became a Christian. John knew God wanted him to spread the good news of Jesus, but a law in the land prevented him from doing so. When John wouldn't stop telling others about Jesus, he was put in prison, and there he started to write books. Now, you might say you've never heard of John Bunyan, the author, so his books cannot be very good or at all famous. Well, you would be wrong. One of his books is called The Pilgrim's Progress, and it has been translated into over 200 languages without ever going out of print. It is second only to the Bible in being the most read book. So what's the book about? Well, Pilgrim's Progress is a story about a quest. The word quest just means a long search for something. The main character in the book is called Christian, but when we first meet him, he has not yet become a Christian. He has, however, discovered a book, and that book is going to be his map to help him on his long quest. The story describes Christian's journey through life, and along the way he meets lots of different people. Some who will be a help to him, while others will try to stop him reaching his destination. A place called the Celestial City. He will travel through different places along the way, some filled with danger and some where he has to use his book to make the right choice and to follow the correct path to his destination. John Bunyan wrote this story to help everyone who reads it to understand that we are all on a journey like Christian. Most of the places and the characters in John's story are fictional. That just means they come from his imagination. But each character or place has a meaning. So, for example, we aren't going on our journey to encounter an actual big giant called despair. But sometimes on our journey we can feel a little bit down in the dumps. So we might feel how Christian felt in the story when he met giant despair. Can you see how the book works? However, one thing which is real in both the story and our own journey is that along the way we have to decide what to do with Jesus. Will we accept him as our Saviour and travel to what John Bunyan calls the celestial city, which is heaven, or take another path which leads us away from God? If we do accept Jesus as Saviour, we still have to complete the journey. And as we're going to see in the story, that isn't always an easy journey. So are we going to make mistakes like Christian does sometimes in the story? Or are we going to follow the map which the storybook describes as the book, but which we know as the Bible? And are we going to accept God's help to complete our journey? It really is an exciting story. It's filled with adventure, and it has been brought to life for us in a wonderful animation by a company called Revelation Media. Each of our episodes is based on a free to download iBook produced by this company, and you can download your own personal copy via their website. In addition to the iBook, Revelation Media have produced a feature-length film of the Pilgrim's Progress story, and you can purchase that from their website also. The film's also available on other digital platforms like Amazon Prime Video. But you might want to wait until a little later in the summer, as we've divided the iBook up for you into weekly episodes to use for the Bethel Hall Summer Quest. So let me tell you what's going to happen each week at Bethel's Summer Quest. First, each week you will see the next episode of the Pilgrim's Progress story. Secondly, and as an important part of the story is Christian's book or the Bible, we're going to learn some verses which Christian would have read in the book. Over the 26 weeks, we will learn 26 Bible verses, each one representing a letter of the alphabet. We won't learn the verses in order from A through to Z, but we will have some animations to help us, and these have been created by a friend of mine, Isaac Massey, and we want to thank him for doing that. The third thing you'll see each week is we will finish with a song, and that will hopefully help us to remember some of the lessons that we have learnt from that week's Pilgrim's Progress story. And the last thing I want you to look out for is something which is hidden in each week's episode. It's a clue. The clue is in the form of a golden shield, and on the shield you'll find either a letter or a number. Watch carefully, as a clue will only appear on the screen for a few seconds each week, so you have to be alert. Gather all the letters and numbers, and after the last Summer Quest episode, you can try to unjumble them to work out the clue. It's a clue to a Bible verse. When Sunday School returns in September, and hopefully you'll all be back in the hall, we'll have a prize for all those who have solved the Bethel Hall Summer Quest clues. So, that's what's going to happen each week. It's exciting, isn't it? You might have heard the story of Pilgrim's Progress before, or you might even have seen the film or part of it, but come along and join in anyway, because there's prizes to be won. As you watch each episode, see if you can work out where you are on the journey. Will you be like Christian at the start of the story, just starting to read the Bible? Or will you be on your journey towards heaven with all the adventures that involves? We'll end this week with a short trailer of the film, just to let you see what the story is going to be like and what the animations will be like. And then we'll have a verse from Chloe to help us think about our quest this summer and how important it is. I hope you enjoy this, and see you all next week. Bye!
We have to get out, Christiana. It says so in this, and I believe it.
You're asking me and the children to follow you beyond the borders.
Keep that light in your eye and go straight towards it. Do not turn to the right or to the left. Keep
On the straight path.
cannot expect to continue without hardships.
Think about it. Even if you reach your destination, what will become of those you love? Perhaps you'll save yourself, but what of them?
I am on this journey for the king.
You will go no further!